Finally plugged in. Hello,
Hello, friends. It's me, Cynthia.
and Azalea.
And we're showing you some fun things today, you guys. We got a lot of things planned.
We're a few minutes late, but it's alright.
Well, sometimes, that time sneaks up on us. It sneaks up on me anyway. And whereas I thought previously that I had like 10 minutes, I looked down and it was actually, I did not have 10 minutes.
Like
it was
4
already time.
minutes.
It was not even 4 minutes. It was time. It was already time. Go get my baby. You're going to love this, you guys. Look what Azalea made for me. Oh, Kalite. She says, hello, Cynthia and Azalea. You're going to love Magical Sundays. Thank you. You guys want to see what Azalea made for me? This is so that I won't be so sad when I go to California on Wednesday. I'm leaving Wednesday. I'm getting in Wednesday night. But look how adorable. Look at this. So I went through a phase of bear making in my youth, and I bought, this is mohair. And if you guys know, if any of you do any bear making, you know this is expensive. It was like $80 a yard, but it's wool, fur. It's like a stiff bear.
I didn't realize it was that expensive. I made that.
I know, that's why I was saying.
These head turns.
Do be aware that we have to save all the scraps, because even like the teeniest piece, you could make something cute out of it. Here, go get Marty. He's on the table. We don't
We'll
have
show
to.
the comparison.
The table, I would turn the camera on, but it is full of stuff right now. Oh, Azalea is so talented. Oh, thank you. So here, compare you guys. Hold up that big boy, and here's the little.
That's
Isn't
good.
that so cute?
They're matching. It's his little brother.
Yeah, that's so good. Yeah, look at it from that side. And that's so sweet. She made some in cotton velvet that came out. Yeah, even the eyes. See, she put a little bit of detail around it.
This is my good son. He my boy.
Yeah, sure, it is so sweet.
Okay, release him.
Oh, brotherly love. It is. So it feels soft and good, and I'm going to bring this with me. That way I don't have to,
You don't have to
think
cry
about
too
it.
hard.
That's the hardest part, y'all. You probably knew that about me, that when I leave, it's almost painful to miss my cat. I used to miss my cat Frick, and I would bring photos. This is back when remember those little Kodak photos? I'd have them lined up all over the table, and any customer that came up, I'd be like, "Did you see my cat?"
Not like your 30-pound cat.
Why are you showing me your cat? I'm like, because everyone needs to see my cat. He's amazing. And so that's what that's about. Let's see. I see all these comments coming in. Terry says, I have a small plush kitty that I take when I travel, so I have a pretty
That's
kitty.
cute.
Same. They have some amazing glass eyes on Amazon. I haven't seen them. Terry, send me that link later. I'll go hunt again and see. Facebook user, I wonder if it's our friend Laura. Hi, Vicky. She says both cute. Anne says it's a great likeness.
Thank you. That's
Mary
my
says
son.
it's awesome kitty. Yeah. She is so talented.
Oh, thanks. I made that in
Hello,
an evening.
Jeanette. Hello, Cherie. Hello, Karen. Well, hello, everyone. So
She scrolled
today,
through all the comments.
I scrolled through some of them. Most of them.
I got
It's,
cat
it's
gnaw
really
on my
small to
nose.
read that, It's really small.
Yeah, it's like literally like this.
Cats are
wide.
the best medicine. Boy, howdy. I miss my cats, too, when I travel, says Jeanette. I am with you. You know what? It's funny. Like, I miss my kids, of course. But there's something about that cat. What is it,
cute.
Azalea? What is it about that cat?
Because a cat is.
A cat? She made this one, too. I think this is the first version.
That was my first
version.
cat I ever made.
So this is the first one. This one's the head didn't turn.
The
but
head
it's
does
still
not have
cute.
a turning mechanism, and it does not have any shape to the nose. Look at the side view.
So no
It's
shaping.
around.
So she made this one, too.
I made that one first, like 2 years ago.
And this one is what's called minky fur. You guys have seen that, Joanne's. It's still cute. And little wool felt ears. Isn't that adorable? On this one, I said, go ahead and put velvet. So she put velvet in here. Isn't that adorable? So cute. It just needs like little
paw pads.
And an outfit. What do you guys think? What outfit do you think that would be a good outfit for him? Travel outfit. He needs a travel outfit. Maybe like a little jacket and some pants, because I don't want this fur to get messed up. I'm not going to travel around with it in a Ziploc bag.
A little button-up shirt with overalls.
Yeah, that's cute. That is real cute. It's cute talk all around. I like it. I like it.
You remember when Max used to wear that in the fall? He would put on the black and red plaid button-up fleece shirt, and then over it he would wear the little overalls. We'd be matching.
Mm-hmm. Just like the other night when he put that, he has a little fuzzy robe, and we're all like, Max, are you wearing a fuzzy robe? Now it's time for hugs. And we give him a ton of hugs.
He doesn't mind so much.
Very nice, Azalea. That's what Sean says. Cargo shorts and a button-down shirt. Sounds so cute. Little jacket or vest. Bow tie. Backpack. Vicky says you have to start your own store.
That's cute.
Doesn't argue back. Yeah, Marty's all the time.
Marty cries. He cries a lot.
He cries for no good reason. Just walking down the hallway.
It's cute though when he cries.
It's not really crying. It's more like
he's talking about something.
He's talking about something.
He's got some things to say. He's making that sound. He's singing his way down the hallway while he's dragging that scarf to my room to show me that I can't hunt. He's really going to tell it.
Oh, no, we didn't, Terry. That is not the new
surgeon hasn't gotten here yet.
We thought
it's on back order. It's not going to get here for a couple
thought
weeks.
We were going to get it sooner, so we were pretty disappointed. But you know what? Sometimes it happens, and it only heightens your
I know, because then it gives you more time to be like, when that thing gets here, we can do this.
We totally went to Joann and got some more knit. Like, we needed any more knit. Like, we need any more fabric. There's like
we didn't have any
37 garbage bags of fabric, so
we'll justify buying fabric because we don't have.
He needs a sling bag. Jennifer, how did you know that I have been slightly obsessed with a sling bag? I have like 5 of them.
That's cute.
And they're all very utilitarian. They're all very made out of nylon and lightwait because
I'll make his out of thin leather.
I have a very an exquisitely tender chi.
An exquisitely tender
I can't have anything that's like, my shoes can't be too tight. I can't have like anything too tight around my neck. My earrings can't be too heavy. Speaking of earrings, what do you think of these? My friend
exquisitely tender.
She made those. You guys see this? Check that business out. My friend made that. Aren't those beautiful? I got those to wear them for my opening, but I'm gonna wear them now. I jumped the gun. These are for the opening on Thursday. Thursday at 7. If you guys are on the West Coast in the Bay Area and you're willing to fight get downtown, not really downtown, it's the Mission area, right? Like 1 block, if you're familiar with San Francisco, right around the corner in an alley behind Zuni's. It's a very famous restaurant. And at Zuni's, it's best roast chicken. It's like incredible. Best roast chicken I ever had. Aside from that time when Greg made roast duck. It actually competed with Zuni's roast chicken. But anyway, at Hotel Baron, where I'm going to have my show, I've shown there a few times over the years. My friend Jess, you guys know Jess Gaston. You guys remember back in the day, Bead and Button. When was the first Bead and Button? I'm asking this gal like she's going to know.
I don't know.
99? Maybe. No, it wasn't 99. That was when it was.
I wasn't even around.
That's when it was
predating
embellishments back in the day. She used to make clasps. Now she does the flea market circuit and junk circuit. And what was I saying about it? She doesn't do those shows anymore, the same ones I'm doing, which is, sometimes it happens. We were going to go do the new Milwaukee bead show, but we were just like, that's far. That's really far. That's not, guess who has to do the driving? This person right here. Guess who doesn't like to drive that much? Right here. I like to drive when there's no other cars.
You like to drive when it's easy and straight and nobody else around. And then on either side there's something pretty. Like preferably the mountains and the beach.
Yeah. And I don't want anyone tailgating me because
no one in front of, beside,
go like
behind.
10 miles an hour to make a point. It's dangerous. So anyway, I'm going to tell you, we have some lots. We worked on some silver. Vicky's like, in other words, no other cars. Exactly. Unless the other cars are going, we're going all the same. Pat says, I hate to drive and I live in Charlotte. Ugh. Charlotte's hardcore, but it's not as bad as that time we were trapped in Atlanta, and that was a nightmare of epic proportions. I thought I'd sat in traffic that, you know, I didn't think. I mean, I've sat in traffic in New York City, L.A., Atlanta. You guys got them all beat. I've been, and that's including Houston, and that's saying something. I've sat in traffic in Houston. Atlanta has y'all beat. All right, let's see. So we've got live lots to show. We made some silver pieces throughout the week that this gal here, she treed up, and then we cast.
Treed up.
She got them on a tree. She got them in the.
Correct.
She didn't actually get them in the kiln, but that's the next step.
Yeah, I need Dad to show me that part because I know how to grind the beads. I know how to build a tree and press a wax. I'm not completely sure on how to tumble stuff yet. I know you got to put some mixture of liquids in there, and then you put it on our spinning thing with the tumbler. And I need to figure out how to do the casting part. We've got some new machine.
We do. If you guys remember, way back when Zoa Art, you remember Tony Blackwell back in the day? Well, we've been friends forever. But he kind of stopped. He kind of got out of the biz, like, I don't know, 5 years or so ago, and decided he didn't want to cast anymore. And he gifted us his casting machine. And so that's a big deal because we had a centrifugal casting machine that was literally the most jankety. I mean, we had this since I started, and I mean, clearly that was a long time ago. But you know, when you turned the casting machine on, when you're getting ready to light it up, Greg had to go. He had the torch set up, pretend like this is the torch. He'd let it up, and then when it was time, he'd unleash it. And he goes, "Everybody down!" And we'd all go in case we blew out the back end of it, and then, you know, I mean, it didn't always happen. It was like 1 out of every 30 times that would happen, but still, it sucked when you'd have, like, you know, your silver splattering the walls of it. It was no fun and wasteful. So we got this vacuum caster. It holds a flask that's like this, which is way better than what we had. Because that was
that means I could have doubled that tree.
It was only like 6 inches tall. You know, make that miniature tree. So it took forever to have silver. So now we can make trees that are twice as high. So that's pretty nice. That means more in a flask. So each batch can be larger. So, and it's not dangerous. So you're not spreading molten silver everywhere. All right, let's flip this camera around. Because you guys don't need... We spent 13 minutes nearly looking at me and Azalea. That's almost... I would almost say not too long, but approaching when people are going to start turning the channel. So I don't want you guys to turn the channel.
All right.
So Pat says, let's see, so happy to get your book Enchanted Adornments. Absolutely awesome.
That's an old one.
Yeah, you know what? It's so
that was around when my
Azalea,
my career at the time was ripping paper only.
Yeah, she was. You know what we used to do? We'd have this documentary called Rivers and Tides, I think it was called. It was a documentary by Andy Goldsworthy, the installation artist that does like stacked rocks and really ephemeral, crazy, beautiful work. And it's a really super relaxing documentary. So if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. Andy Goldsworthy. It's really relaxing, really beautiful to look at. And she would say, "I'm making my work," and it would be tearing the paper for making or she would help me with grinding the polymer clay into making it nice instead of conditioning it. So some of it was kind of gritty and not good. And so she would make it nice.
It was my job.
She was like, my work, the work I'm doing,
really stating it. I took some direct quotes.
Getting some conceptual artist up in here. Oh, Vicky says, I'm in awe. Anyone who can use jewelry machinery. I was just outside using some machinery. I used the buffing wheel and I felt pretty good. Although the only problem with it is it makes your hands kind of dingy. So I don't love that story. Right, I'm going to flip this and I'm going to show you guys some of the things I got up to.
You want some tea?
Last week.
Tea party?
Yeah, make us some tea. What kind of tea are you making?
I might make some
All right, I'm going to flip this. Pat says, I wish I grew up like Azalea. Hey, guess what? Me too. Because I didn't. When I was her age, I don't even want to tell you. I'll tell you. But it was not as fun. I was cutting grass with my dad, me and Sheila, sometimes Andrew. We would sit there and make work with my dad. That's the kind of work we did. And while it wasn't actually fun. It was really hot because it was in Florida. So, but here's my painting situation. I'm going to get that squared away and move it all out. Set that there. Right. Make sure I'm in. You know, the flaw here with StreamYard is they make the screen really small for to look at. So when you're looking at it, it's really little. I'm going to show you some paintings. Where's the one? I made this one the other day. Hello, Deanna from North Carolina. We're in Asheville, and it's warm today. It was like 80 something. What do you guys think of this one? I was trying to make more like male type figures. Yeah, chai would be great. We're having chai, you guys, so.
Tea party, everybody make your tea.
Everybody make your chai. So this is acrylic on panel. They're cradled in the back about, I don't know, about an inch. It's kind of like a moth fairy. Kind of. It's kind of like gives me vibes of a moth. Okay, that was one. Okay, let's see the next one. Then let's see what you guys think of this. What? Is he giving you, what's his name? Christopher Eccleston vibes? I was watching Doctor Who, and I think some of that kind of soaked into my brain. Anyway, he's kind of, this is kind of like a leaf pattern. Maybe almost like lightning. Very dramatic. He could be like on Mars or something. But I've been having a lot of fun with these. I know I kind of want that collar. It's almost like, you know that kind of ornamental cabbage? It's kind of remind me of that. Oh yeah, Terry, he does have vampire vibes. We were fantasizing about watching, what's that new one, Interview with the Vampire?
Oh yeah,
we're like,
new Interview with the Vampire show.
When we get time, we're gonna watch that. Now guys, get ready. This is weird. That's Prepare yourselves.
I looked at that, I was like, whoa.
I don't know what's happening here. I don't know. I just made it. Who knows what I was thinking about? I mean, I could tell you, but you guys would probably think I'm a weirdo, so I don't know if I should share. Thank you, Teresa. I don't know what people are going to think when if anyone comes to my opening. I don't know. It's been a long time. It's been like several years since I had an opening. So we'll see. And then look at this one. Isn't that one cute? So little. I got a couple more. I'll show you the smalls. Okay, I think I showed you guys this one last week. She's kind of a tree person. This was from, I showed you this one. I finished this last week. Kind of like a paper doll almost. She's turning into a tree. Kind of like that old story of Daphne escaping Zeus. Do you guys remember that story? She turned into a mountain laurel. Or maybe she turned into a hydrangea. I'm not real sure what plant she turned into. I just kind of remember the story. And there's another little one. I love painting these little bird people. Oh yeah, it's Azalea when she was just a wee glowworm. That's cute. That's a cute story. And look at this one. Oh, thanks, Teresa. She says, I like that one very much too. Rooting into the earth.
I like that
Yeah. You guys, I've been in this color palette for probably the last 5 years because when I went to, where did I go? I went to San Francisco at Sam Flax. Oh, I could pinpoint. Oh, there's no, it doesn't have the date on here, but I found these colors right here, or this one, and that became my new favorite palette. Quinacridone Crimson, and this, I don't know this brand, I couldn't find it anymore, but it's a really particularly good blue. It's like this. It's like a good manganese. They don't make it anymore. I was real annoyed that I couldn't find it. I've tried out several brands, but I'm gonna have to make that last. Facebook user says, I love the caterpillar creature. Thank you. I don't know if people will, how they'll feel about them. I like them, but you know, they're mine, so who knows what people will say. Okay, so next, what I'm gonna show you guys, here's my palette. And this is, yes, Vicky, those are going to be in my show. And I'm going to have to really kick it out of low, which I haven't really had it in low. I've been in pretty medium gear. And I'm going to have to kick it up a notch and work faster. So this is a Masterson Stay Wet Handy Palette. And what this is a piece of some kind of, like, I don't know what kind of paper it is. It just feels like a little bit waxy paper, very lightly waxed. And there's a sponge underneath. I don't know if I can dig it up underneath there to show you, because it's kind of a tight fitting. Oh, here we go. So there's a wet, and you can keep spraying it. And this will keep your paints wet for pretty much forever. So that's good. And this is a kind of a plastic palette that I can mix on, and you're supposed to be able to peel away, but it got kind of stained, so. Oh, Michaels Carey's Deco Art Media Paints. Is that who that is? Oh, I guess it is. So I got those at Sam Flax before they moved, when they were in San Francisco, and they moved somewhere outside of the city. Oh, this one is Quinacridone Crimson. This is a good one, but the best one is Quinacridone Magenta. And that's a good goodie. All right. Where'd that panel go? Oh. I'm going to set this here so we can all see.
I put a little chocolate in there.
Oh, thank you, daughter.
Chocolate chai.
Nice.
Hot.
It is hot.
Do you want the other cup? It got a little bit less hot.
No, that's fine. Thank you. All right, I'm going to show you some method. So what I do is I prep my panels. I get these wooden panels from different places, try them out. This one might be, I don't know where these are from. I just get them from either Cheap Joe's, or I like that company, the St. Louis Art Supply, but they don't generally have panels. I think these are from Cheap Joe's, because there's a local one, and they have every different size you can think of. So I'll use clear gesso on these, and I use clear gesso so I can still see some of that wood pattern. And that is good because it's kind of part of the work. I like having some of that natural wood showing. And what I like to do is I'll mix up my wash on this thing, my panel, and I'll do a wash here, and then I'll do another wash, and I'll do several layers until I get it to where I'm happy with it. And I use a heat gun to keep this. I'll just use it lightly. I keep it moving, and I never leave it on one spot, because if you leave it in one spot, you'll bubble your paint. And you can see I kind of did that a little bit right in here, and I had to sand it. Had to sand off a little and start over there. So this is probably 5 coats of clear gesso with paint, and I will sometimes use clear gesso as my medium. Oh, I forgot my matte medium. Can you get me some matte medium, daughter, upstairs?
Yeah, I've been trying to figure out how to share this post to our group, but it's not.
Okay, so, and one thing I found that's really useful is this divided water thing. It has little ridges at the bottom so you can really get in there and clean your brush. And I'll use one side to clean off too much paint, and then I'll have another well that has clean water, so I'm not using funky water for my washes. So I'm going to get that so you can see. And I'm going to start this. So I'll show you how I get a background color. I start with a little burnt umber. Oh, Facebook user. There's a Flax Art and Design store in Fort Mason Art Center in San Francisco in the Marina area. I think that's the one that moved from the city, because it was like 3 blocks from where my friend lived, and I could just walk down to it. It was awesome. So what's good about this palette is I left this paint 2 or 3 hours ago to do some other stuff, and it's like none of that even happened. Look how fresh that is.
Crusty, but I use it all the time. It works good.
Matte, medium, and varnish.
Works good.
Why didn't you just get the one that was right next to the...
I didn't see anything else.
Look at this. Look how ancient.
It works. It works. I'm telling you. I used it just like last week.
Strong.
It's just...
Okay, so it's yellowed. Aged. It's yellow. We'll see if that's like...
But it still doesn't clear. I'm telling you, it works good.
Grumbacher, yellowing like that. All right, so I've mixed a little matte medium in there, and then use the one side of my thing so I don't have cloud up all my water. The matte medium will extend it and make a nice film. If you go without any kind of medium or glazing material, you'll get kind of streaky washes, and that's no fun. So I like this area here. I'm thinking I'm going to put a bird person, maybe an owlish type person. Okay. And usually I get right on top of it so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to aim another light down here.
Oh, the foreground looks like soot sprites. I like that store.
Oh, I think the old store was on Market Street. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Okay, I'm going to do this right above it. Okay. And give it a big head. So when you do this, if you feel this, it has that clear gesso, so it really grabs the acrylic nicely. This is going to be sitting down kind of. Sometimes I like to make their wings spread out. And sometimes I like to have them tucked in. We'll do this one, like, maybe do like this. That might be cute. And a lot of people work in layers like this. I used to do it where I would have everything drawn and I would meticulously go and paint around each thing. And that was good, but it's not that it took a long time. It was just too fussy. And I would blur my lines anyway, and then I would get frustrated. And I'd be like, well, why isn't that looking like and it would have a kind of a quilted piecemeal type look. So from that water well, I just grabbed a drip of clean water. I guess it doesn't really matter at that point. But one of the things I like to do is let the paint and the water flow and make patterns. And I have a bunch of tricks. Like if I had some alcohol, I could show you. I could drip some of that in here and move it around and manipulate the paint a little bit. See how you get patterns going in there? And I'll use a little bit. So some of the background shows through, and I like that. I want that. Partly so I know where I am on the image. And you can just darken it so it kind of sits in, kind of feels like it's not just stuck on like a paper doll. I'll usually do the feet last. We'll just do an indication of where they go. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more color, and this is where it's kind of fun. I'm going to mix up this. Now, one of the bonuses of when you do a limited palette is you don't get too, like, you don't have to worry about things going together in your painting. And it's kind of the same is true of jewelry. If you have too broad of a palette, sometimes it can get too much, you know. So it's good to laser in. I think I'll do a little bit of green there. Pretty fun. Drip. Good times. Sometimes I'll use alcohol and I'll get some patterning that way. And I'll let it kind of maneuver around. And it makes neat little patterns. Sometimes you'll get like these areas where it lightens it up. Kind of lifts the other layer under it. But once this dries, that doesn't happen as often. Especially if you have matte medium. The matte medium makes it so that your layers are more durable. Now, I occasionally paint with gesso, the clear gesso. Yeah, that looks pretty. So basically what I'm doing is I'm finding the darks in there. Oh, hey, Nancy. She says, hey, ladies. Anytime anyone says that, I say it like I'm one of the members of the Beastie Boys.
Hey, ladies.
It goes, hey, ladies. You know, from, what is that? Intergalactic. Somebody play it.
I don't know.
I don't know where that came from. His eyes looking at me like, she's like, what are you doing? Listen, it was in the 90s.
Listen, it was the 90s.
It was the 90s. And I looked over and saw Nancy's comment, hey, ladies. So turn that upside down. And look at how that's going. See that? Isn't that cool? So if I want to freeze frame any of that, because I kind of like what's happening there. I mean, a lot of this is going to get covered up. But I like to work where I'm leaving the background showing. Kind of giving you that feeling of like a sort of layered world. Like you could see through it. Like nothing is solid.
Whoa.
What's the whoa?
I don't know.
I'm just thinking about it. Nothing's solid. Thinking about those mantis shrimp. Yeah, the shadows. I don't know why my mind said shrimp when I saw that. All right, you know what I'm going to do next? I'm going to stop it.
Popcorn shrimp we had the other night.
That was good times. All right. This is a heat gun, or also known as a Milwaukee power stripper. Okay, so look what this does. So you get those little patterns right in there. Okay, I'm going to show you how you can make it stick. So sometimes when you do this, you have to go several layers. And I'll move this stuff around so that the paint can form different patterns. And I'm keeping this moving so it's not going to bubble my paint up, because that's no good. No good at all. Gotta keep it moving. And you'll see sometimes the paint dries a little lighter. See how that's a lot lighter than initially what I did? You know, when I put that down, it was more chromatic. But this makes it dry a lot faster. Otherwise, you know, you could just sit there and you could wait for it. Oh, that's hot. Lately, this is my favorite brush. It's called a Snap. A Princeton Snap. I think I got that at Michael's, but it has the best. It's so springy. I love it. I was like, what a good brush.
Good job, brush.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you get brushes. I mean, I used to be kind of a brush snob forever, only using like really nice brushes until I realized, you know, you don't have to have the fanciest brushes. Partly because if you get too precious, then you don't want to use it because you're like, it's too nice. And the artwork I'm going to make is probably only going to be okay. And so that's kind of a weird way to, you know. It's like I bought these pigments, these inks from the Sommelier store in Paris, and they were so nice. They were so nice, I was afraid to use them. And then you know what happened the other day? I opened them up, and guess what? They were all dried out, every last one of them. And that thing was sealed. So use your art supplies. Use them because you know what? Otherwise, you're gonna die, and then I'm gonna go to the estate sale place and pick it up for $3, and you didn't even get to enjoy it. Which, true story, that happened. We got some Doc Martin inks for $3. A whole container full. It was awesome. Nancy, Marty's good. You missed the part. You missed the part where we made or Azalea made this. Isn't that cute? He's gonna show up in my photos, y'all. So I'm gonna doctor out where I'm gonna put this little face in there. Sometimes I do it and then I don't like it. And then if that happens, I have to scrub it out. And I don't like that story, so I try to be mindful and like really think about what it's gonna look like. But oftentimes I have to go and paint over it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And with this, with the clear gesso, sometimes you get the paint dries a little faster than you can get to it, and it makes that little outline. Usually I don't like that outline. I try to get rid of it, but sometimes you just got to leave it until you can go and thicken out that paint. And I think of it as working from dark to light, which is what I'm doing. I'm getting the shadows in, and then I'm going to build them up. Oh, Nancy says, awesome job, Azalea.
Thanks.
Oh, Vicky says, I bought the most gorgeous French silk threads years ago, and I've never used them because they're too nice. Same. I have the same stuff. I'm trying to use that. I'm trying to use all of it. Truth, I'm sorting my stash. I need to use it because a beaded acrylic paint or rubber stamp casket seems over the top. Yeah, for sure. Shuri says, oh, I was so mad I lost all my colored wax and I had them sealed with press and seal and tightly capped. Well, that can happen. That for sure can happen. And it's annoying. And then you have to go to the estate sale. See if you can find some that's fresh. People just, you know, they don't use it, and it was sealed. And then I was like, you know what? Somebody was saving these for laters, and they never got around to it. And so now I'm going to open the whole caboodle.
I'm going to open all of them at the same time.
I'm going to. And I got a thing of Prismacolors for $3, the 120 set. That is like, so each Prismacolor is like $1.50. Yeah. I mean, there's a slight discount if you get them in a set. Yeah, check out how good this is. See that? This is my dirty water that I've been rinsing. And so when I grab a little bit of paint to make a wash, I just go to this side. It's all conveniently located. I mean, this can go on forever like that. And then you just go to the secondary one, which is what I like to do. Get a little face in there. What is the little stuffy kitty's name? I haven't named him yet. I have to think about that. Maybe I'll just use one of Marty's extra names, because he has many extra names. I'm going to show you. He's sitting on the table, but he's like really contemplating something. Oh, I forgot. I had these in my pocket. No, where did they go? I took them out of my pocket. Zoe, what did I do with those beads? You know those ones I was trying to show you that I went out and I took them on the buffing wheel?
Oh, you're talking about clay beads?
Yeah, those polymer clay beads. I don't know where you put those. Oh, here they are.
You know what I have in my pocket?
Yeah. What do I have in my pocket? So last week, you guys remember we made some polymer clay beads, right? Okay. Okay, so Sir Butter of Martyville. That's cute. So this was that one I went on top of it, and then I buffed these. So I was just going to show you. These are not glazed. These are buffed on the buffing wheel. This has blue on the inside. You can't really see it. You can see it on that side, but I made that layer too thick. It still looks good, and if you get it in a strong light, you get the bluish cast. And the same with this one, has a hot pink core, and you can kind of see that, those sugar heart. I got a little busy on that, but they have a neat core. And then I was going to show this. Look at this necklace. This has some polymer clay beads on it from back in the day. Aren't those cool? Can you even believe those are polymer clay? Really pretty. I know, I just love them. They kind of remind me of Tiger's Eye. But, yeah, that necklace came out good. This is an old piece. I found it upstairs when we were organizing the studio. It's like a never-ending journey. That's a cute name. My son's new cat's name is Mr. Butler. That sounds really adorable, actually. Okay, so I'm going to do another layer. So basically when I'm painting, I go back and forth from dark to light. So from this mid-value in the face, I'm going to make some shadows. Whoa, went too dark there. Way too dark. I just want an indication of where I want that little face to be. Just like that. Just a little smudge. And build up. It's like a push and pull of shadow and light. Sometimes it works out. Sometimes it looks ugly and you got to start over. So hopefully I don't have that story. But at least I'll have like the bones ready. And so you can already see it starting to take shape. And make it smiling. It's looking cute. Oh, Terry says, no, they look like stones. I love those. Thank you. They came out good. Sherry says, have you ever caught the sales at Jerry's Artorama? Get prices. Oh, yeah, they have good prices. Really good. And yes, excavating. I have learned I may never need to buy hemp again. I don't think I have a lot of hemp cord. I have that feeling with silk cord. I bought a bunch of silk cord from... Do you guys remember Silk Painting is Fun from like the early 2000s? They're my friends from Germany. UT. I'd always say her daughter, UT's daughter, is like a supermodel, and works in the Black Forest in Germany. And I was like, you do what? She came in, she looked like Wonder Woman. I was like, you're a park ranger? I was like, you could be a freaking supermodel. She's like, no, it doesn't interest me. It's like, word.
It's cute. You know what else is cute right now?
My son?
The paws on this boy.
My son.
They're soft.
All right. How long have I been doing this? Azalea was like, you can't go too long because people don't like it.
42 minutes.
All right. I'm gonna try and get in there. Oh, so that's already done. Or I mean, that's not done. I meant dry. It's already dry. So I can then layer in little washes of light till I get the face looking like, you know, looking cute. Looking real cute. So I'll just move the paint around in light washes over and over until it's pretty. So that's, if someone asked me, I'll be like, I do it until it looks pretty. And that's my answer, and I'm sticking to it. And I'll probably layer in some more colors because it's fun to be colorful. Maybe some pink. It's pretty relaxing. I could paint all day. In fact, I was painting right before. All week I've been painting for the last probably month. And wax work. I worked on that dragon, that little sea dragon, and boy is it cute. And I'm thinking that should be a part to the Midsummer Market. You guys remember that story? That's happening in mid-July. I'm like, what month is it now? Oh, we're still in June. So when Midsummer Market rolls around, we've got a new kit we're working on. Oh, and you know what? We were texting back and forth with our friends in Jaipur, and they were like, so, what kind of beads do you want? And I was like, let me ask my peeps and see what they think. And so then I'm going to ask y'all, what kind of stones are you guys looking for? Or shapes and cuts? Because we're getting ready to design some stuff. And it's a big, happy moment when I actually get to have input on shapes and cuts and such and stones. Of course, I always say opal because that's the love of my life. Next to sapphires. And rubies. I love rubies.
What's your top favorite?
Opals, of course. Oh, I see. Vicky says tourmaline. Tourmaline.
I love tourmaline.
Vicky, are you going to show it later? What am I going to show? What am I showing? I was talking about the gemstones. This, if you're going to... I am going to show this. For sure.
Maybe she was talking about the kit, perhaps. We don't have it yet.
Oh, that little sea dragon. Yeah, I mean, I don't know where I put it. I think I put it... I don't know where I put it. Probably in one of my... I have all over the house, you guys. There are so many stations.
Sherry is just listing things she wants to see.
What did she say?
Pink
Read it to me.
tourmaline.
Pink and green Larimar. Dragon, yes. What else? Keep it coming, people.
It's like they're playing the guessing game.
It's not the guessing game yet.
Roll in very quickly whenever we do the giveaway at the end.
Well, I mean, if I'm picking it, it's stuff that I want. You know, it's the stuff that I'm going to make my jewelry in. And because I sell it. You know, you make the pieces, and if it sells, you want to use more. Right? I guess that's how it goes. So that's kind of like, it's not white exactly. It's kind of a muted grayish pink. And I'm just manipulating this paint around. I'm not going to do this for hours, though, because that's pretty much what I do, is just sit here and fool with this until it looks pretty and nice. And that push and pull of light and dark, it's the game we play as artists. And I feel like my most successful paintings are the ones where I have the balance of light and dark, and it looks like it's actually sitting in space and not floating above it or around it or taped on top. And that can be hard because sometimes, you know, when you're looking at something in real life, it can look like it's floating in space. So that's, you know, that's part of it. Azalea and I were talking, we were seeing this, sometimes we like to plan. We were talking about doing this, we did a speech what day was that? We had a speech at this,
that was like...
There's this place in Asheville that was like a performance area.
That was like on Monday or Tuesday.
Oh, that was on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, we went to this thing, and that was like, all these people were sitting around, and they were like, so, as artists that are part of this show called The Big Crafty, it's a local show, the promoter of that show invited us and like 8 other artists to come and talk to some of the folks from different organizations around town. Like they had the people from Creative Mornings were there, and some people from like I think they were like, I'm not sure, I didn't talk to everybody that was there, but it was pretty fun. It was a long time since I gave that I had to stand up in front of people and talk. So I was a little nervous. But, you know, I did the usual thing that I like to do when I'm nervous, which is make inappropriate jokes and laugh awkwardly. And that seemed to help. Broke the ice a little bit. People were looking a little, you know, when you have a bunch of folks that have been sitting there listening to people talk for a while, and you can see that they're done listening. I had that. That was my audience. So I was like, okay, got to make this more interesting, or, you know, than what I had initially planned. Sometimes I plan. Azalea did a nice, she went ahead and labeled all the slides because we had to do the presentation with slides and a special clicker. Oh, Lorraine says happy Sunday. Oh, thank you. Oh, I see some more some more like Polyamines in San Diego for tourmaline. They dog it and they dig it and you sort it. That sounds hard. You know, I've never seen anyone get tourmaline around here. I mean, here we get emeralds and rubies, mostly ruby, not tourmaline, but kyanite. So anyway, that was pretty cool. And I talked to this one guy a little bit. Well, I guess he was like trauma bonding with me about, I'm not sure what, family units. And we were talking about like homeless people and getting involved with some organizations around town. There's a place called Manna Food Bank, and we've been talking about making a piece to benefit that group. You know, got to do stuff for other people besides yourselves, you know. So that felt pretty good to talk about that and get that going. And then I forgot what I was talking about. What was I saying before? We were talking about gemstones. Oh, so our friends in Jaipur were like, well, what kind of stones and what kind of things are you interested in? And the stuff I said, let's see what everybody else, I saw some comments. Oh, look. Pat says, coin shape, more pewter to love, maybe small beads with textures. We love your jokes and laughing. Oh, thank you. Some people, they were giving me different... They're giving me different. At first, they were kind of like blanked out, but then I got them laughing, so it was better. It's always good to use humor, I think, sometimes. Although sometimes humor is not one, like, you know, a good idea if it's like a really serious.
Somebody's wake.
So, well, you know, I think if whenever I die, I would like to have a party where everybody shows up and we do something fun and amusing instead of like trying to feel how miserable we can go, you know. We don't have to do that. We can think of something nice. Tanzanite. Y'all are coming up with the ones that are so expensive. Cherie, Tanzanite, tourmaline. Sometimes the serious needs humor more than ever. I would agree with that. I would agree. What do you think, Azalea? That look pretty good? Pretty nice. So I'm not going to take you through the whole thing, but you can see how the paint is moving in interesting ways through here. Chrome dioxide. Where do I get that? So sometimes we were told that we could send some of our rough. I don't know what kind I have. I don't have enough for a bunch of strands. That's the one problem. Okay, I'm going to start packing this up. And I'm going to let that dry. She's pretty. Thank you. Celebrate the life and laugh. I agree. It's nice. Okay, I'm going to move this pretty small. Pretty easy. I'm going to take that with me because I have a feeling I'm not going to be done. I'm going to have to take it with me to the airport. All right, let's get this show on the road, Azealia. Azealia. That's how my mom says it. Azealia. I told Greg that since it's Father's Day that he should sing a song. Do you guys think that Greg should sing a song? You guys give me a thumbs up if you guys want to hear a song from Greg.
Greg's cooking.
He's cooking dinner. I said, oh, Vicky says yes. Oh, Sheree says, I want sea glass beads. Sea glass? She went from like $200 a strand to like $5. Well, I did say they were highfalutin. I have a habit of wanting all the expensive stuff myself. And then being like, okay, so that strand's like a car payment, so I don't know about that. So you got several people saying sea glass. Now, do you like the color of the sea glass? Is that what you like? Because I think the people, if I sent it, my friend Raj would be like, you want the sea glass? I don't know what you mean by the sea glass. What is this sea glass? You mean, how does he say? He would be like, he does a little thing with his head, be like he's like, he would probably say to me, oh, no. That's for the Chinese. He's a little bit, I don't want to say a snob when it comes to beads, but maybe a little bit of a snob. Okay, so here's from this one's from, I made like 5 of these. You guys remember this? I had maybe 2 last week. Oh, Sherry says, I love the frosted greens and blue.
Okay, so let's tell people about how the situation with these.
Oh, you're going to put them all out at once? Don't put them all out.
I'm putting like 3 at a time. Mom does not like this method.
Well, because people get corn fused.
Corn fused.
All right, let's get in here. Let's tighten that up. Okay, so I have this. It weighs, it's pretty heavy. You would string him through the tail. You got any Florida people? This is my Florida roots are peeking. This was never made in pewter, and it was never made in bronze. It was only ever made in silver, and I hogged them, and I made like 10 and maybe 5. I don't even think we made that many of them. I have one on a necklace, but I just haven't gotten around to making a bunch. I made some on a chain, so I put the chain right here. Where'd that one necklace go? So I never finished this, you guys. Isn't that so crazy? I went through all the rigmarole of knotting all that stuff and then never did anything. Never finished it. It's on my things to-do list.
That's like the ocean. I think I said that last time. This part right here with the brown is like the sand of the beach, and then it goes into shallow water, and then it goes into deep water.
That's a good idea. I like that story. I'm addicted to knotting too. I mean, it's like I'm all like a knitting or knotting. So that's how you would set that up, just like that. And it looks good. It hangs well. He's 3D all the way around with my little star. Look at his little stout little thighs. Isn't that so cute? He is adorable. Any of my Florida people out there, you can get yourself a little smiling silver gator. He's 40. I know it's a lot, but he's heavy. He's a heavy little dude. So that's how he hangs like this. So it works like this. You'd say the lot number, 358, and then Azalea will get you a invoice through Shopify.
I'll write your name down and send you an invoice probably tomorrow or maybe the next day in the morning time.
Oh, Azalea, write down for Mary. She would like
Mary.
my gator. I think I only have the one. So we're not taking orders on this stuff this week because Greg is still like recovering from lima beads. They placed a massive, and I mean massive order, and we have been working nonstop on it.
Yeah, just doing bronze constantly.
The bronze
for the
is
last 3 weeks trying to get this order.
It's the next one. Oh, here we go.
So, yeah.
Okay, so I have, let's see how many. I have 1. You guys want a sterling seashell clasp? Here's how it works. It clicks, so you go like that, and then you can bend it and then maneuver it to come out. So you can just go like that. See how it's a little thing right there? Easy. So I put them where they're like, this one's a little tight. Let me make sure it's, yeah, there we go. So they look this. Lima beans. Well, it is kind of lima beads. You guys know lima. Oh, Pat would like this snail clasp. It has a wide load
snail?
here.
I thought they were just shells.
Yeah, it's shell, snail, whatever. So this one you can actually put more than, I designed that one to hold like 4 strands. So that's, if you can use it that way. This is a perfect one for multi-strand.
Next.
Do we have more than one, or is that it?
This? You have to read on the back, it should say.
Oh.
If there's more than one.
Oh, this has never been made in sterling, so there's only one of this. So
I picked that one in existence.
So Azalea picked that out. And it says, Unfold Your Own Myth by Rumi. I like lima beads. They have a lot of good prices. They're really nice people. They love us, and they're very patient with us. So I like that story. So this is a silver piece. Unfold Your Own Myth. It says a nice, it's pretty heavy.
All right. Okay, Slayton.
Okay, here's one of, I think there's one. Okay, there's one. And the number is, you know, the quotes are getting harder for me to do. I never thought I'd say this, but it's getting harder and harder for me to scrape that stuff out and even see it. Like, only one. Oh, Teresa would like that one, Azalea. It's 36. Thank you, you guys. Appreciate it.
Okay, let me get the next
Azalea's
one.
going to pass
Hold on.
the next thing.
Just call the horses for a second. That was 361. Now we want 362. That is this one.
It is very small. I use Optivisors. You guys have seen me wear those before. So this is a silver lotus blossom. It's $20. The lot is $362. Let me see if there's any more. There's only one. So lately what we've been doing is focusing on more of the fancy metals and getting things like doing one batch a week of silver. Sandra Azalea likes it. Oh, a lot of people like that one. We only have the one. If you guys would like to, maybe we can do a mailing like next week or something, but Greg has to catch up, so
we
can write down the names and we'll tell people if there's time to do that. No? Azalea doesn't want to do that? You can just make a note.
So behind, yeah. It's because people expect me to do an invoice and we get behind and then people wonder why it's taking so long.
It gets kind of complicated, so we're just doing them
We're
as...
just taking a break.
Okay, so there's only one of this one.
It's a dogwood.
So 363, it's a sterling dogwood. There's only one. 363.
Wendy.
Okay, get ready. Here's another one. This one's a daisy. 364.
I like that daisy.
So Azalea, it looks like you're going to have to make a bunch of these flower links. Okay, get ready. Here's the
Not
next
yet.
one.
I need a break. I need a break. Okay, go.
365, and it is
Pansy.
the pansy. The pansy. In the story of Midsummer Night's Dream, when... Who was it that dripped that little spell into the thing's eyes, in Tatiana's eyes? When Oberon did that, it was supposed to be a pansy.
Sandra Rossi got that 365. Now let me dig out the next ones. You can
Is there
show...
more? Is there more silver?
Yeah. Something's happening in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's happening here. I need to get the numbers out. What's this? Sorry guys, we're doing this new method and they don't have strings.
I like it with the string.
I do
But
too. The hearts are cute.
Azalea made these new hearts with a punch. Okay, how many of this? Only one? So this is $14. It's $3.66. This one has a teeny little hole at the bottom to hang a drop. There, see that? And so this one would make a really sweet, like, teenager. Oh, hey, Clem. Clem, the show is going to be, you were asking about it, and I believe that it is going to open at 5, right before they're going to have something called a vermouth spritzer. I think it was vermouth. I don't know. It was one. I don't drink alcohol hardly at all, so I am not well versed with those things. Okay, so this one is $3.69. This is the Magic Rock. This one has the, it looks like bronze. Is this bronze?
Yeah.
This is bronze. So this is bronze. This is 18 for this. $3.69. There's one of them. And I'm going to put out, let me see if there's more. Okay. Lot 366. Oh, okay, Zillia.
Oh.
It does smell good. Greg is cooking something. He's making a shepherd's pie.
All right.
Beyond beef shepherd's pie.
Oh, it's beyond beef. It's not meat. I believe it is on the 5 p.m. on that. If you can make it, we'll have some beverages. So this one is the Magic Flower Eye, and I double-sided it. There's a kind of a little butterfly on this side. You could tell it's a butterfly because of the little bumps on its head, the antenna, I mean. And then
who got it first?
so this time we're not doing a casting list. We're gonna let Greg catch up. Lima Beads is going to be real mad if we keep dragging around. So okay, so this one we have a bunch of.
This one we have
7. We have 7 of these due to popular demand. I've had a couple of emails. This one has a quote, and it says,
268.
"We do not remember days, we remember moments." And ain't that the truth? I just listened to a book by Dan Heath and some other, I can't remember, I think his brother, some other Heath in the name, called Moments. Fancy Moments. I can't remember the name of the book. Oh, so we have 7. 28. You got it? Or she's still writing it down.
You're gonna have to give me a second, yo. Okay, don't touch anything. Don't touch anything.
Yeah, this one came out good. If you look at her detail, she came out very nice. There's a hole at the bottom right here, and I dingle dangle a spray. Usually when I'm making this necklace, I have a thing at the top, and I'll do this. You know how you guys know how I love to do the beaded loop. So I'll bead loop twice here, like this side, like this, and then I'll do it again on the other side. So it's like this. That's the attachment. That's how I'll attach it. And sometimes if I'm feeling sassy, I'll put something in between. That's what usually looks good. And then I'll do a piece of chain coming off of here, like 4 links, and then I can hang a bunch of stuff, and it makes a pretty good tassel. So that's one design idea if you get that. Comes out really good. All right.
All right, we have one left of that mermaid.
Yeah, there's one left
just
if
counted
any takers on that. Okay. Let's move on. We'll ask it at the end. Yes, Sheree, that is bronze. Clem says, I'm planning on taking public transport into town and probably spending the night at a nearby motel. Looking forward to seeing you in person. Love your mermaids. Thanks, Clem. I'm looking forward to seeing you. We'll have to get a drink together and talk about art and talk about, you know, things that we see. There's a lot to see there in the city. We're also getting a hotel. So we'll see. We went on Hotwire and Jess got something pretty good, I guess. Or, you know, we're just there to sleep. Maybe go to that place, food hall, and get there. Okay, so this is a teeny tiny button. There's 7 of these. I use this. Now, it's a little pricey. It's $16 for that. There's a lot of cleanup on this, so it takes a minute to make. So I don't make this one very often in bronze because there's a lot of cleanup around there to get the teeny face to come out. So we have it marked at 16. I have, I believe, 7 of them. Oh, Wren wax. Vicky, I forgot. I have not had a chance to dig out my Wren wax. I don't have any idea where it is. I looked around when we were talking about it, and then I couldn't find the container. I might have to order a whole new thing. Yeah, you know, it might be, you know, the next time we get to... We'll have to get that. What is that app, Azalea, so I can get in there tight? Because it's hard to see. I'm trying to see it so you guys can see her little face. She's very detailed. She has scales and everything. But I use this one as a bracelet thing. That's how that works. And I'll do the loop with a little bit of something good, you know.
All right, that's 3 of those done.
All right, I have, how many of these do I have? I only have 2 of these, folks. And it is the mermaid in a little jingle shell. We had a caster several years ago when we were having these made, and they called it mermaid on a half shell. That was what they called that. So she's tucked in there. I usually put this one. Shuri says, I want to use my gift certificate. You can use that, Shuri. That's perfectly fine. When you get an invoice from Azalea, you can just plug, I think you can just plug it in, like the number. I'm not sure how that works.
It'll take you through a regular checkout, and then at the end you can...
So how many
we only had two. We
All
were
right, so there's only two. Okay. So we did this one already.
That's
Or I have
in
silver.
bronze.
Oh, bronze. Okay, so here is that little pansy face, or pansy. It looks kind of like a face. And it's $373.
That's the lot number.
That's the lot number.
Not the price.
$18, $373. There's one.
All right.
Okay, and then we have a dogwood. The dogwood looks good, I think, in the bronze.
It does.
So this one, I think, looks good on a bracelet, if you can picture it, like that. Look at this one. That'd be pretty. I've been into bead crochet lately. I'm going to show you what I've been making. Brief moment to check it out. Look at this. I'm making a snake out of bead crochet. Isn't that fun? Look at the different colors. I'll tell you though, this is not easy to get the increase, so where it didn't look, you can see where I increased. Ugh, so clumsy. Ugh, but hopefully you won't even, you won't even notice it. But Azalea said peyote stitch is way easier, so I might try that. But those are the colors I picked. And you know what? I think I picked too close because they all kind of look the same. I don't know. It's okay. It's pretty, but it's taking forever. I think the bracelets are easier because when you use the bracelets, I didn't make these, but I've made many bracelets like this, and I'm much faster with it. But I'd like to do some hardware for them. We were talking about what would be a good hardware, like a link or what. I don't know. I think a clasp, because sometimes rolling them on, I've broken a couple that way. I didn't connect it very well. So this, let's see how many we have. We only have one. This one is like, I think of this as the like Asheville, because we have bears. And then look, it has a little Johnny Jump Up on the back, which is a type of, Julie looks like she picked it. Or no,
Teresa.
Okay, it looks like you can mix it up in case so it's not, if someone has the most fast internet. Look at that cat. He's hungry as all y'all.
Which
okay,
cat?
That cat.
Oh, he wants a snack.
So this is a little, let me see how many I have. I have one. So this is a little bronze snake ring. It's a Ouroboros, detailed all the way around. Could be a ring if it fits your hand. I believe it's a size 7. But you know what I designed this for? I didn't design it to wear as a ring. I designed it to be used as a ring for necklace making. So
like a link almost?
Kind of like a link, but I like to do that thing you guys know, a charm holder. So you have your necklace coming through, right? And then if you have other things, it usually hangs like this. So you can kind of still see the head. And you can then hang a bunch of stuff. And I hang them using not the knotted method, but I'll use like a piece of soft flex, like this long maybe, and a crimp. And that way you can just put them on there. I have made them where I've done them with like a spring clasp, you know, so you can remove them. I did that for a stringing. I love snakes
How many
too.
does it say that we have on there?
There's one, it says, doesn't say any, so I think we just have the one. You know, snakes kind of freak me out in real life. I prefer them in art. So we only have one of this tree. 16. I've kept this at the buttons at 16 for a number of years. 374 if you guys, this is one. This one makes a great clasp. It's one of my favorites, especially on a leather piece. We have, I don't know why I always bring this up, but there's one of our customers that is I think she's Robert Redford's daughter and makes these beautiful vintage belt bracelets and uses our buttons to fasten it. So it's like
Claire Newman.
Oh, Claire Newman. I guess we're not supposed to say it, but anyway, she buys our buttons. So that's a good thing. Okay, next. Oh, I love this piece. How many do we get of this one? Only one. Moon face. Moon
I like
face.
that one too.
How about salamanders antiqued in different colors, including blue? I like that story. I want that. I'll get some. I did that actually. So just so you guys know, don't store your painted patina pieces with polymer clay because it will chew up the clay. This one, I think we have more. Oh, so this one, you know, this is a pretty new piece, I think. Isn't this within this last year?
Mm-hmm.
Oops. So this is $380. And it's 30. This one doesn't have a hole at the bottom. I made this one thinking of a treasure necklace. A treasure necklace to put a gem here. Let me see what that would look like. Let's just sample that for a second and observe how that would look.
We have
Okay,
3
so
of those.
let's find something with a little more contrast. Oh, okay. Hello there. Hello there, delightful opal. We'll put it there, just like that. Wouldn't that look good, y'all? I know. I love it. And then I would come in with chain. That's how I would work that. I would go in with chain, bits of chain, and I'd link in pieces. But then that's, you know. Oh, Cherie, I know. She says she would never have guessed that would chew up the clay. It makes it like a skin, like the skin's coming off. I don't like it when that happens. I was thunderstruck. I didn't know that that could happen. But you know what? Polymer clay can ruin furniture. If you set down raw clay, because it's kind of like, I mean, it's an epoxy. So, oh, are you working up the next round? Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, here we go. Put that with it. Oh, you're labeling it on the back so we know what they are. Good thinking. So how many of these do we have? We only have one bronze bunny. Isn't that cute? Ooh, what about the bronze pieces with golden pearls?
Those
Yeah.
were in the bunny kit that we just put out.
Yeah, look at this one with it.
Those will be next. Don't show that.
I just
yet.
want to show how it would look. Yeah, bronze looks good with that, I think. I love it. So that one's $18. It's lot 378. If you guys are interested, we have the one. And that one has on the back of it a little carving. And this one, you know, I have used the vintage paint. You could actually do real patinas, but you know what? Real patinas actually are changing the composition of the metal on the surface. So it's better if you have something that's like Ren wax, like I was talking to Vicky. I used to do a really pretty wash. I could get a watercolor. I would have the 3 colors and just use the paint thinner like water and make washes and then let it set up. But man, that technique is one that gives me quite the headache. All right, then put that back. Here's the next one. Did you already get that one, daughter?
Do this one.
Okay, so the next one is this piece. This was from last. Oh no, this was from a few years ago, actually. Oh, thanks, Cherie. She said that's so nice. It's like you live in a magical world and you allow us in with your art. What a sweet thing to say. So this one, I actually received a really beautiful email about this piece. The lady said she wrote me this really nice email about how her husband had passed away and how they used to go to this lake together and watch the dragonflies over their, what is that thing called? A lotus blossom. Took me a minute, I'd get there eventually. But it was so sweet. Sometimes people just send me the nicest things. But anyway, that's. After I made it, I was like, what a wonderful thing. And then there's a teeny little pod there of the Wendy. Happy birthday. How lovely. Nice. So did you get this one? Oh, Teresa said, it's my birthday today and I'm going overboard. Teresa Kelly seems like she needs to get a little extra in hers.
Happy
For
birthday,
her happy birthday. Okay, so these, I guess, I bought one strand of these from my friends and that brought these back from India. And these are sapphires. I believe they're from Sri Lanka. The rough comes from. And I don't know if you can see that, but these are blue cluster carved sapphires. Oh, Mary already picked that, Azalea. So I have a couple sets of this. I have these matched. I tried to match these. So if you see these in real life, you'll see they have a beautiful, beautiful color. I love them. And how often do you see that shape? I mean, seriously. They're like...
back. It's an oldie.
So this one's an oldie but a goodie. We had this in one of our first lives. Kim, I have a couple more of those sapphires if you want to bring those up, Azalea. So this one has a black opal. And this lighting does not do it justice, you guys. You can't even see. This was part of a strand. I don't even want to say how expensive that strand was. It was a lot. But these are Wella opals. This comes from... they told me where. I got this in Tucson a few years ago, and the guy was from, he told me where. It started with a C, something like Cooper. I don't remember. Cooper? I don't know. But it's a really pretty, sorry, 35. So if you were to weigh that, that's actually better than like if you get it when they price it by the gram. 175. You get Wella opals and one big black one with kind of a milky front. 175. Okay, next.
Okay, that's the last of those. I just can't find.
Okay, so this is some premium amethyst.
I love that every time.
Yeah, this is one. We only made a couple of these, and this is not dyed. This is... Oh, that might be it. That sounds very familiar. You know what? To be honest, I couldn't really understand what that guy was saying. I needed subtitles above his head when he was talking. So it was hard to hear or understand. So these are what you would call AAA grade amethyst. Different cuts. Like, that is not dyed. That is the legit. And then this is called ametrine. So it's when citrine and amethyst grow together. Yeah, he was Australian. Like, this comes from... The other one was from Ethiopia. I got it from a different person, but the black opal was from Australia.
You show this one already?
I didn't. Okay, so that's 178. Or lot 178. It's not... The cost is not 178. It's... Okay. Okay, so this is a mix. And it's 42. We have... It's a mix. These are gray moonstones, and they have some kind of... I think they're coated, because that seems like there's something extra. And these are all... What you call it? Herkimer diamonds, 2 different kinds. Water clear ones. They're water clear. Let me see if I can get that in focus. And then these are tourmalated with black tourmaline. Okay, so that's $42, $168 for that mashup. This is pretty much... Yeah, lot 168. This is probably, I would think, already ready to be strung up into a necklace, wouldn't you say? I would just add silver. Maybe wire wrap all that. Looks great. If you're watching on replay, you can email us and ask us about if anything is left, and we'll let you know.
All right, that one, see. What do you think?
This should be around like... What about these? Did you get this already priced?
No, those brown opals didn't get one.
Okay, where's the next one?
Show that.
This is part of... I have 5 strands of this, or little mini strands, and let me see. Some of them are, like Azalea was weighing them. This, some pretty good, pretty A grade, I would say, opal. Check that out. It's like amazing. So good. Most of the town lives underground because it's so hot. I've never been there. I've never even heard of. I've seen that, and I love the opals that come from there. But a lot of it is like either white or black, I noticed. We did get some butterscotch opal from Ethiopia, and it was so beautiful. So pretty. So this is 381. I have, I think 5. I have to count it.
Should say on the back of the tag.
Yeah. So these are a bigger size. Usually when you see opals, you get them in like this size. This is a pretty standard size that you can find pretty easily. And not faceted. It's a little rarer to find the faceted because it uses up a lot more of the material to get it.
Opals are like little rainbow snacks.
Mm-hmm, they are. They're like...
They would be the fruit of the universe garden.
I know. They make me think of like opals and of like unicorns and fairies and things.
Your flavor.
Okay.
So I didn't make a tag for these. Do you want me to?
Mm-hmm. You can, so then
Show
people
'em
can
off
see.
first.
All right, so I had this. I broke this up. Oh, Azalea, let me see. Did you already get Terry's name in there?
Yeah.
She said, it can be included with my open order. We'll watch for invoice as always. Okay, so this is that butterscotch. I believe this comes from when I'm shopping for, I always try to find out where everything is, and I wrote down everything because I like to know. I like to know if it's, you know, I want to know about where they source and where it comes from and everything. And I went through a phase of opals a few years. Well, every time I go to Tucson, I get opals. But yeah, these are really nice little butterscotch opals. They're really cute. I went through and graduated those. It took me a while. Okay, so this is...
Here.
All right. So we have, let's see, 4. No, we have 5 of this. And that's it. This is the last of this lot. I only have 5 of these. And it's lot 383. If you guys are interested, it's 22. And they're coming these sweet little mini strands. These are itty teeny bitty. Isn't that so cute? This would make good earrings, I think. Or a pretty necklace. Or a crochet necklace. Although they seem to have like pretty well drilled holes. I mean, this is on fine. But they seem, you know, I had no problem stringing those. Oh, Terry says, I'm a huge faceted rondelles fan. No idea how that happened. They are always lovely. Same. I don't know. I get obsessed a little bit. A little bit. You see all this, Azalea? Oh, Sheree says, do you remember when they sold Boulder Opal in the 80s? They had a layer of the mountain. And they looked like they were lit up. Very expensive. Girl, I got some of that, and you're not wrong. I was like, how am I ever going to make my money back on this? I guess I won't because, number one, it's on my desk, and I didn't put it. Clem says, opal is my birthstone. You must be an October baby. Helen Bocom, interested. Balcom. That sounds better than what I said. Yeah, but these are so much warmer, I think. And you know, sometimes people will not like them.
We have 5 of these, you said?
Yes, there's 5.
Well, we only have 2 left, you guys.
There's only 2 left. So if you're interested, you can say now. I don't know how often. I don't see this as often. It's one of those things, I think, that when people like a certain color, like everybody loves the white, right? Everybody loves white. So then everybody starts carrying white because they want to supply that demand. But then that's all you can kind of find, you know? So let me see what's next, daughter.
That's it?
Oh, no, there's probably a few more things in there. Did we finish it?
Unless you want to pick some stuff out and write new tags. I don't have any tags left.
Oh, you guys, you want to see something else? So that was it for our delightful lives, or the lot sale. I have one of these. Is this for an order? I don't think so. This is not from her. I was going to save this to make a necklace. We had these last week. Azalea, it looks like there's...
Who else?
I don't know if you read that. What's on your list? Is the biggest around 4 to 5 on the butterscotch? I think so.
And Mary Schwartz.
It looks like... Let me see. Where's that little button? I'm measuring it. Yeah, the largest one looks like about 5 mil. I would say that's 5 mil. No, Vicky, this is bronze. This is a bronze crow. I'm thinking about making a necklace with this because I really like it. It is listed? You better check before I keep it. Okay, I wanted to show you guys this. Azalea, I found this in the studio the other day.
Yeah, it's cute.
Azalea asked me when she was like, well, it was before Max was born. She said, Mama, can you make me a little baby red panda? We went to the zoo in D.C. and she begged so hard, so I made this out of polymer clay. Isn't that so adorable?
It was on a necklace.
I found it. She wore it on a little necklace.
Well, that started my obsession with that shape of fur baby. Now look at Marty. He looks like that.
That's so sweet. It's hugging, and it has that thick tail. Thick, thick, thick.
That looks like my son.
Then I wanted to show you this, just in case you guys, just so you could see my suffering.
You're suffering.
Look how I received this casting when I was getting castings. This piece was never made because I sent it to the caster, and this is what they sent me. This is steel. Notice how there's no hole, completely plugged up, and look how thoughtfully they applied a, look at that, that's
an 8mm wide.
No, it's not even, it's not a bar, it's a screwdriver. And then look at this. This is one I had to remake this. This was, I sent them the original, and this is what they sent me back. No hole. Look, plugged up right where they put the hole. And then they used a screwdriver. And then they said to me, all you have to do is grind off the sprue. A screwdriver. I know. Talk about a waste of money. And I paid to have this done. It cost me over $300 for each one. And that's what I got. Ha ha, exactly. So those two pieces I had to re-sculpt. Yeah, back in the day when I was starting out, that's what happened. It was traumatizing trying to find a caster. And it took me like a whole year. And when you don't have a caster, you pretty much, you're at their mercy. You just have to send stuff and see what they do. And that's what came back. And I saved that as a reminder of, you know, like, hey,
we got to cast it ourselves.
You got to cast it. So that was my, that's how that quality came out. So that was not exactly fun, but it was kind of a good learning moment, you know, so that I could keep that in mind. Yeah, I love that koala too, especially without the screwdriver. Now this is a fun thing. I didn't make this, but I got this at a flea market when I was probably 8 or 9. My mom got it for me. And isn't that so funny? I mean, it has Strong Man, Raggedy Ann, and I think that's supposed to be an ostrich, but you can change them up. Isn't that cool? I kind of want to make another one that's different.
Sorry guys, Marty's crying a lot.
I know, I love it. I'm thinking about making one. Yeah, so all it is basically 3 beads. It's not, well, they are actually, look at that. I could just cut it apart and look how they did it. I never even know. I just bent that wire just now to see. Let's just take it apart.
Let's show him for our outro.
Okay. But anyway, I'm going to make some of this. I'm going to put my creatures, probably weird creatures.
The bird lady.
Bird people, my people.
Weird long-necking creatures that are like a deer, but like they got cat paws and like a long neck.
Okay, I'm gonna get to the flipping portion of the day. All right. Front. Here we are. It's got dark outside. I would love one, Mary says. Okay, it's a cool pattern. I'm going to try it. Marty doesn't want that azalea.
Look at him. He's a little red panda himself.
He can look at his brother.
It's very handsome.
He look just like it. So cute. Put that cat down. He doesn't want it.
Well,
Marty doesn't want that. So, you guys, I'm going to come up with I don't know what you would call that. What is that even called?
What?
Switcheroo head? I don't know. I've seen it before with like the flip books. You could take the book and have a different head and a different body, and it came out good.
he cries
He just
a lot.
meows for no good reason.
He's not even getting squeezed or tickled. He just likes to cry.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
his nature.
We've come to the giveaway portion of the evening,
No,
folks. Oh, well then we're gonna have to do it on the sly. Guess
You
what?
can do it.
Okay, she's
turn.
having a fidget character cube. I like that.
He's
Terry.
just talking. That's cute.
He is just talking.
He's
telling a story.
participating in the conversation and also probably saying, "Let me go. Stop. Peek. Let me go."
Oh yeah. So all right, let's do color, you guys. Hit me with a color. I'm gonna write it down right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write it down, and you guys, we're gonna do as soon as the color comes in and I see it, that person wins $28 gift certificate. Jeanette, she says red. Okay, I'm gonna write my color down. I'm not gonna look yet. Okay, let's see if anybody got it. Cadmium red, aqua pink. It's coming in. They're coming in so fast.
I know that's the difficult part.
I know it is the hard part. It is the hard part. Cadmium.
You guys see how
red,
covered I am in
seafoam,
cat hair?
dark
That's from squeezing Marty.
cyclamen. I like that. Purple. Violet quinacridone. She's
Notes from earlier today.
turquoise phthalo. You know what? I picked such a weird color that
Nobody's gonna get it. Let me see. Oh no, that's a good one.
It's
People
not-
will guess that.
that's not too weird.
Well, some people are getting things that are kind of in the same
Same.
long,
The long name.
the long.
Did
tail.
I get? Did it happen?
Let me just look for you. Sorry if the thing is jiggling a little bit. It's because I'm swiping really hard.
Azalea can read faster than me. Can I give a hint now?
No, wait.
I want to give a hint.
Why do you like to hint it so hard? It's like you want them all to they get it right away. I don't think anybody's guessed it yet. I'm scrolling. I'm definitely scrolling right now.
Hey, you know what this is fun? What this reminds me of? Of Cues and Clues. That game is so fun because depending on who you play
You can
with,
give a hint
it can
now.
be so weird. Okay. Starts with a V.
Quasar. Starts with a V. Now they're gonna know. They're gonna know right away.
What?
Starts with a
I have
V.
no idea what you guys are doing because I just ran up here to check on the food, but it sounds cute.
V. Meryl, she's
Is it something
close.
you're thinking of?
I'm thinking of a color. You can't name it. Clem.
No, no, you can't call it. I call it.
Sorry, Clem. I'll bring you something when I see you on
Vicky.
Thursday.
Vicky guessed Vermilion first. It's the first time I saw that come up.
Vicky.
Okay, don't tell me. Okay. All right.
Animal?
Do round 2. Yeah, you want to do you're an animal round.
Okay.
Okay, you guys, take a pause. Vicky got it. This first gift card. You know how this giveaway works.
You get $20 gift certificate. You can use it on this. Hey, Clem, I'm going to bring you something. If you come see me, I'm going to bring you something. I'm going to carry it in my pocket from here to there. So get ready. All right. What's the next thing? What do you guys want to do? Animal, vegetable, mineral?
Animal. People like doing animal.
Everybody likes to do an animal. All right, I'm going to do an animal. What's a good animal? And it's not going to be Marty, you guys.
Don't guess Marty.
gonna-
Every time we do animal, you guys are like, it's Marty.
It's not going
It's
to be
a
Marty.
salamander. No, it's not a salamander.
It's not.
Don't be too predictable. Because they know you. They know you like weird looking humanish birds, salamanders, gigantic cats,
Yeah.
Snakes. They know you like snakes. You got to pick something different. It's cute. That's good. That falls under one category. People might know.
Are you watching, Azalea?
What? Are you watching?
I forgot to watch June. I see June.
No, June did not win.
I just see June.
She
I just
sees
say
June and gets excited.
I know. Sorry.
June didn't guess it.
June didn't guess it, but
make you guys upset by saying, "Oh, it's June." No, June
I was just saying.
I
I just saw June's name and I was excited.
Excited to see June. Hi, June. I'm scrolling really hard.
Well, that's because we met in Tucson and we made friends. You know how it is.
You guys don't look at me while I read these comments. It's no good. I don't see
Anybody
it yet.
get it?
No, I don't think so. I've not seen it yet. You can give a hint, but don't give the letter of the thing because people might just guess it. Okay, I'm scrolling and I don't see anything. So give them a
There's so
hint.
many animals. There's like literally millions of animals.
Okay, then give them a hint.
It starts with an S.
S.
S. But not.
It's not
A snake.
salamander or snake. S.
Skunk, squirrel.
No. Wait,
Is
don't
it-
call it yet. Don't call it yet. I don't think that counts. Alright, Merle. Seal. First person says seal. Woo, round 2. Okay.
All right, let's see. What's the next thing we're
Merle
going to do?
Sakamoto. Okay. You gotta pick something.
How about a stone for the next one? Mineral.
We've done that before, but you can do it now.
You want to do it now?
Take it. Last round, you guys. I think
Last
it's gonna
round.
be a stone.
Okay, we're thinking stone or... You like that or flower? Which is better, flower or stone?
We already told them stone.
Okay.
Gemstone. There's a lot of gemstones you like. Don't go too niche because if it's like some weird stuff that was grown in a cave 3 million years ago and is only found in South America, then that people might not know about that.
Okay. All right.
People are guessing pretty
Oh,
hard.
they're already guessing. Okay, I'm not going to look at it. I'm just going to put it down. I'm going to look here. Did I spell that right?
Yeah. Okay, hold on now. Oh my gosh, you guys guess so fast.
There's literally a huge long list of... So remember, you guys, this is 3 different places we're looking at from StreamYard. So if you're looking at yours and you're like, I'm on Facebook, but I am the one that's first, we're also streaming to YouTube. So everybody's coming in from the same or from 3 different locations.
How do you pronounce this?
I don't know how to pronounce your name. It starts with an X-O.
XOCHITL.
How do you pronounce that, Greg?
Yoshil.
Say it slowly.
I believe it's Yoshil. Or-
Yoshil?
Is that how you say
Is
your
that
name?
how you say your
Is that
name?
right?
It starts with an X.
You got the first guess, so you can take your time to kind of put the like a dictionary pronunciation thing for us,
With
so
the-
we can know
the-
because you've been showing up to our
I think
lives.
that's right. I believe that is Yoshil.
You know, I feel like I asked before, and I don't.
Or maybe Hoshi, like the X.
You guys, listen. Sometimes
the X is
I'm
either
not
a Y or an
very
H.
good.
It kind of depends on where they're from.
I don't forget faces.
Hoshil, maybe.
Soshi. Oh, that's cute.
What is it?
Soshi.
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 That's
so
cute.
The
That
L
is cute.
Was there
Write
an
it
L
down
at the
next
end? But
to-
it's, yeah.
Write it down so that we
That
can.
was pretty close.
Or Soshi. That's so cute.
All right, yeah.
I like this.
Okay, so the 3 winners of our giveaways is Vicky,
Soshi.
Merle Sakamoto, and Soshi.
That's so cute.
Soshi?
Love it.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so the people that got lots tonight are Mary Schwartz, Pat Moore, Kay Slayton, Teresa Kelly, Sandra Rossi, Wendy Hawkins, Jennifer Gann, Sherry Miller, Karen Vasconcelos, Vicky Van Grack, Julie Liston, Suzanne Gallagher, Terry Bass, Helen Balcom, and Kim Carnes.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us and playing along with us. Pat, She says she's no longer psychic. I think you're gonna pick up your mojo next week. If you're around next week, I bet you'll have it because she's usually naming all the nuts.
Yeah, you got 2 in a row that one time. I didn't forget.
And in the last week or the week before, it was we were like, whoa. Oh, thank you, Vicky. I'm gonna get right back to painting, you guys, because I have a lot to catch up. A lot, like 5 at least. But you know what? I'm fast, so, I got a heat gun. It's all good. Thank you, Jeanette. She says, thanks for another great live. Thank you for showing up, you guys. It's awesome. We enjoy doing this, and dare I say it, I'm just going to say it. We like doing this almost more, and by almost, I mean we do like it more than going to shows. The only part we don't like is, not in real life being able to see our friends, but we've been talking about the Zoom, and, that's still...
I mean, we don't have to do shows. We can just make the money and then go visit and go places to shop and then meet up with our friends. So instead of having to...
We can go to the shows, but as shoppers.
As shoppers,
we don't have
my
to.
Dream.
We can
my
do
dream is
our
to go to
usual
shows.
things, so you won't have to be missing out, but you also don't have to have the back-breaking labor
of setting up and standing. We were talking about that. Maybe we can do something where we have get-togethers at shows. If you can't come virtual, or if you can't come in real life, maybe we get together on a Zoom and go a group, with a handheld.
Not display there, but go shop there and then throw a party that night.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, we used to throw parties all the time
That'd
back in the
fun as
day
hell.
when, way in the past when shows are really Jeanette says, will you be at Bead Fest? I think we're going to skip because it's so far. And we spent so much money on gas and hotel. And I don't know. It's just it just seems like a lot of work, you guys. I mean, driving all day, it takes, 10, 12 hours? It takes a long time to get to
last time, the thing
Pennsylvania.
told us it was going to take us 8 hours, and it actually took closer to 14 last time we went to Lancaster.
Oh, God. It took forever. So much traffic. Oh, Julie says, when is Greg going to play?
He's making dinner. He's going to be not happy with
What's
that.
that? You want me to play a song?
Somebody said here they would love it. They would love to hear you.
Which song?
Pat says would love a 3-day class or something in Asheville. That would be fun too. We were talking about that. The studio, I mean, we're not done organizing the beads. The beads, we're just going to have to compartmentalize and push it out of the way. But we've been talking, I've for sure held classes, and we've done wax and made rings or whatever it is you want to make, and then we cast it. And it takes a couple days. It does take 3 days for the whole process. So we would totally...
he is going to play.
Oh, he is going to play. So I'm going to flip this.
Oh, I have to be on video?
Well, I can, when you're playing, you don't have to look into the camera. All right, Greg's going to play something. Back camera. Okay, forgive the state of my house, you guys.
It doesn't look that bad on camera.
This song is called Where Would, or What Might Have Been. That's what it's called.
Oh, I love that song.
What Might Have Been. And a song for Phil Oakes. I wrote this song in memory of my favorite folk singer of all time. Was I right? Was I wrong? Was it wisdom? Or was I dumb? Was it my fault? Why did I lose? Was I useful? Or was I being used? Questions burning in my mind. How many times have things gone wrong? Cursing me, tormenting me with nightmares of a past long gone. I wonder sometimes what might have been, and then I look around and I wonder where I'd be. Did I miss my one chance? Was that one romance the one that got away? And where are they today? I tried to make my mind up. I tried to skip and jump along that yellow line between my selfish lines. Now I torment myself with shame for all my past mistakes. But how can I redeem myself if everyone just walks away? I wonder sometimes what might have been if I had turned around. Where would my life be now? Would I be happy and free? Would I finally manifest my dreams? Or would I fail to see that all my life I feel rejected, I lose my patience, I fail at every game? Then I dream at night, reliving younger days before I found my way. With everyone I've built around me, the timeline I have laid before me would not be here if anything had changed. So no, I was not right, but I was not quite wrong. I tried to grasp at wisdom and showed how dumb I was. Now I wonder sometimes what might have been, but then I look around and I love where I am now. No longer lost or alone, I keep my eyes upon that open road, and I pave the path behind me as I go. And I wonder sometimes what might have been, but then I look around and I love who I know now.
Good job, Greg. You got a lot of good
Yay.
comments. A lot of people
Good job.
said you have Clem says beautiful music. A lot of people love it. Pat says beautiful song, soothing
guys.
voice. Good job, Greg. A lot of people saying Happy Father's Day.
Oh, thanks. That's the best part of my life is being a dad.
Okay, get ready. You got our Azalea. Close it out, daughter of mine. Right. You were there.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I was just doodling.
All right. Thank you guys for sticking with us and joining us on these beautiful Sunday evenings. We enjoy it so much. Thank you for all your support. Okay. See you guys next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.